join us in congratulating Buddy Davidson on his 700th consecutive Auburn game.
700 games, 61 seasons, 8 SEC championships,
and that'll do it.
3 Heisman Trophy winners, 2 national championships. Buddy Davidson not only saw it all, but was an important driving force behind Auburn football's historic moments. And for Mr. Auburn, it all started in 1957 as a student manager for the Tigers.
Back then, freshmen didn't travel. Freshman players couldn't play. And a freshman manager certainly wasn't going to be important enough to make the travel list. But after the third or fourth game, I think it was, Coach Jordan added him to the list. And so it was born literally as a college freshman. And it was almost over after 7 games because that summer, Dad went home back to Montgomery to work.
Buddy was so dependent on, Coach Jordan sent back to Montgomery to find Buddy to bring him back to campus because in his 1 year in Auburn, he had made such an impact on our football program, and that started a 50-plus year experience for Buddy.
His selfless work ethic earned him a full-time role with media relations in 1964 and carried him all the way to his promotion as an assistant athletic director in 1981.
Buddy put Auburn before himself. He put the student athletes, the coaches, the staff always before himself, and that's what made him great.
There's a picture on my desk at my office at the Heisman ceremony. John Wayne, Pat, and Gene Sullivan, and my dad standing behind him. And I think that's a perfect illustration of who he was. And the guy who needs the recognition, the guy who won the Heisman, is out front and center and right where he needs to be, and Dad's in the back doing his part.
Following 26 years as an AD, Buddy's 50-year career came to a close, but his dedication to the Auburn family never wavered.
It became important for me and for others, his brother and some other friends of his, to make sure he was going to the away games or was going with somebody or had a plan. And he rode an equipment truck one time. He would ride with the troopers occasionally, and then some friends of mine and I would go.
And despite some challenges, nothing was going to get in the way of Buddy making it to 700 consecutive games.
After he had his stroke, and those years were a little more challenging, but it became something we did as a family. So my boys each took turns going with me and going with him. So that was very special.
Making sure that lasted one more week, and then when we got to that 700th game at Ole Miss and just the response that he got for his commitment to Auburn and commitment to reaching one of his goals was really special. 700
games, 61 seasons, a lifetime of memories, and most importantly, a legacy that will forever live on at Auburn.
Buddy's impact was very wide-ranging, not only here on our campus, but throughout our industry and the world of college athletics. Buddy was a big part of the success that I've been able to have here and the joy that I've been able to get out of being part of Auburn.
It's like a lot of us, We come from wherever, small town, big town, and we fall in love. We fall in love with the place. We mostly fall in love with the people, the relationships that we form here. But his legacy is one of complete service before self.